just right that we are all gathered to think about the recovery of Ghana, the recovery of Africa, and the recovery of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for yourselves for being here. You are all part of the building block for the next millennium.
Ahaspora in its programming has always had action at the heart of its events. From our Ahaspora Action Fora, where we engaged on social issues and identified ways to support to contributing towards national policies, including the Diaspora Engagement Policy and the STEM policy, turning our complaints into action. This was the context of how we wanted to spend our 10th anniversary, the Ghana Action Forum, the creation of a forum that would turn discussion into action. This is how and why we are here today, to ensure that in our own small way, in our own small corner, we put a stamp on our world by contributing to make Ghana a better place.
We have a series of identities. There are people who say we are hospitable. There are people who say Ghana is a great country. But I've asked myself over the years, what is the Ghanaian story? What is the Ghanaian identity? Do we have one that everyone is aligned around? And to that question, I don't think my answer will be an emphatic yes. And I think that's where we have to start from.
How we see ourselves, which is probably the first step we need to correct in strengthening the identity of who we are as Ghanaians, how we see ourselves.
How do the recommendations that you're making, the suggestions that you're making, the action points you're proposing, how do we contextualize them to a time when globally we are moving away from national identities in an economic sense and in a political sense? Thank you.
In order to be a gateway to West Africa or Africa, we need to have an interest in other African countries, and by extension, an interest in the diaspora. And so I feel like even as we're looking at this process of redefining our identity, what we need to be doing is not rallying around specific objects, or let's say we say football or food. What we need to be rallying around are values.
Government then came and decided that private sector development was key and that we needed to focus on ensuring that the private sector grows and creates employment and jobs for the youth. And so a lot of effort was put into it, which was one, how then do you transform the private sector? How do you build the private sector? How do you provide quality media support for the businesses? And I must say that we've been able to achieve that by really incorporating what we call the Kaizen productivity theory in partnership with the Japanese. And we've been able to help a lot of businesses in Ghana, about 1,300 of them, which is really propelling them to become export ready to go out into the world.
Ghana today, primarily led by GHPAC as the principal investment agency, is an investor-friendly country. If you look at the foreign direct investment numbers over the last 5 years, I think you can attest to the fact that we have not been shy to brand Ghana, to market the prospects of the country to the international investor. But you're right in saying that our mandate as enshrined in legislation is not just limited to the foreign direct investor. We also want Ghanaians to participate in the abounding opportunities that is clear in the country.
I think the biggest challenge in the real estate industry, but I think it actually extends beyond the real estate industry and affects the banking sector, the interest rates, folks that are in trade and investment. It's the security of our land tenure. I'm sure there's not a person in this room who hasn't had an issue with acquiring land or building a house in this country. And that it's so fundamental, because wealth is always built on a foundation of stability. And when you're not sure who owns what property, it just makes things very challenging.
Something I keep telling aspiring SMEs, startup, get someone or be good about your books, make sure it's intact. And just figure out the niche that you want to serve. Know why you want to be in the market. When we started, share barter business in Ghana is already saturated, regardless of when you start. So just know your why, know why you want to do what you plan to do, and focus on that. Tune out all the noises and just focus.
Ghana, how are we similarly mobilizing the assets that is our diaspora? And how do we expand our imagination of the diaspora to include our brothers and sisters who were shipped off in ships 400 years ago? As we include them in that renewed imagination of our diaspora, how do we leverage and mobilize that assets globally for the good of our development? We're not doing that beyond remittances. We don't have a world view and a clear strategy of how we will mobilize our diaspora. And reforms are needed in doing that. In this globalized world of today, we need to look at this issue of dual and multiple nationalities.
In order to survive here, I needed to create an environment of other people just like me so that we could support each other. So it's really important what Ben said, that we created that network, and I took it upon myself to do that. And interestingly enough, because of that act, I've been able to have opportunities to do other things. And again, we'll talk further about that.
But when I came to Ghana, I started interviewing people from the diaspora and sharing their stories on how they've been able to make it, how, what they've been through, the ups and downs, the lows. And I was getting many questions. Okay, Denta, I want to come. How do I come? What do I have to do? How do I get this and that? So I was like, okay. Maybe we can set up a transition network where it supports the diaspora. We literally walk with the diaspora. So we've helped the diaspora come and settle in Ghana. So whether it's registering your business, whether it's, finding a property. We found so many properties for diasporans, affordable ones that they're looking for.
So I'm really here in Ghana to try to promote the kids and really help them to reach their best and help them to acquire skills for the future.
Diaspora want connection to Ghana beyond sending remittances. What we do in terms of helping them, come in with business and helping them, guide them through the stages of doing business in Ghana, helps them feel more connected to Ghana beyond just sending money to family and friends. In this way, they are also able to contribute to the economic and social agenda of Ghana.
Government is committed to creating an enabling environment for businesses to thrive. And this will also ensure that all Ghanaians and those in the diaspora will be able to invest in Ghana, open businesses through simplified processes. Agencies, institutions, and government initiatives such as the Ghana Investments Promotion Center, the Ghana Tourism Authority, just to mention a few, continue to promote various areas of investment, and we've seen innovations such as the launch of the Year of Return, and we've heard some of the good things that have come out of that, and subsequently the Beyond Return initiative.
I'm from London. However, I've got plans to move to Ghana. I'm hoping to move to Ghana in the next year. So attending this event has been absolutely invaluable. There's been so much advice. I feel so inspired.
I've witnessed a lot of great things going on for the nation of Ghana. There's a lot of good talks about moving forward sustainably, business, privatization.
This forum has been very wonderful, inspiring. It's been a learning curve also for me, and of course engaging with others. I think that I've enjoyed the interactive sessions that I've been in so far, bringing to bear some of the things that we need to do in order to be able to improve upon our business environment.
I believe that the Ghana Action Forum is a very important event to have. So many members of the diaspora have moved back to Ghana. They are doing so many amazing, brilliant, impactful things in their own little spaces, own little corners. But we need synergy. We need to bring that all together so that the kind of development that we need to see in Ghana happens. The diaspora needs to take our place to make that happen. So it's been an impactful forum, amazing. The speakers were all very brilliant, very passionate, very honest, very experienced as well. And as I know Ahaspora and the Diaspora Drive do, it's not just talk, it won't end here. I know that there'll be a lot of action points that will become manifestations in the future, even if it's 10 years from now, of what we did here today, and we'll pay our dues to the development of Ghana.